everyone. This is Molly. I am working with Sam for our present teaching group. So here is my part of our video. We have it in two parts, and then Sam is going to merge them together, so hopefully that works. So we are talking about leadership identity development. So as we've kind of talked about in the last semester and a half, leadership is often seen as a one-person process, or leadership is seen as one person being in charge and having certain characteristics that make them a good leader, such as, being charismatic or just being born a good leader. So, as we've learned over the course of this last semester and a half, that's not actually true, and that's not always the case. So, for leadership identity development, it's a 6-stage model. So, I'm going to be telling you all about the first 3 stages of leadership identity development, and then Sam is going to talk about the next 3 stages. We have a really cool activity plan. We included a video, and we're going to be referencing some of the articles that we found on this topic. So, leadership identity development was formed by Comives, Owen, Longerbeam, Minella, and Osteen. So it focuses on how a college student specifically develops to become a leader over time, and the role that collaboration, relationships, and social identity play, especially in considering groups and their role as being a leader in groups, since a lot of college students typically become leaders through their involvement in different groups and organizations on a college campus. So the first stage is awareness. So obviously, you have to become aware of what leadership truly is. So this is thinking in the context of a college student. So obviously, like we talked about last term, in high school, and our journey to understanding what leadership is looks a little bit different for everybody. There are definitely people who are involved in clubs and organizations in high school, middle school, elementary school, extracurriculars, sports, and things like that. But this is specifically looking at college students as the context. So, and a lot of college students become more influential leaders in their community and in their organizations than they would be able to in, a high school setting. So awareness. So that is the student kind of coming to recognize and understand that leaders do exist and who they are. So typically in this kind of stage of perspective, a lot of college students would say, okay, well, I know that, there's the President of the United States. That's, a leader. The president of the university they attend, that's a leader. And kind of understanding the role that they have. So they have authority. They make big decisions. They're in charge. So it's kind of a very basic understanding of what leadership is. So probably very similar to kind of what our understandings of leadership were before we started this course and before we got to college ourselves. So kind of seeing those people as being, top of the totem pole and being in charge. So some other examples, and specifically a college or university setting, would be coming to campus and coming to recognize the different hierarchies that exist. So professors, seeing them kind of as leaders in some ways, or having authority and power. The dean of students, the president of the university, the director of, say, campus activities or residence life, a supervisor if it's an on-campus job, or a manager if it's, an off-campus job or something of that nature. So it's a very basic understanding of leaders existing and who they are. So the second stage, sorry, I'm scrolling on my computer so I don't forget everything. The second stage is exploration and engagement. So this is really when students become a part of organizations and clubs and groups where they really become leaders themselves. So this is kind of that first step into becoming a leader. They've kind of figured out what is a leader, a very basic understanding, and now they are kind of stepping into that role themselves. So, usually students in college will join a group, a club, an organization, or do a sport, something of that nature, because it's a hobby, they enjoy it, it's, not always something that is required of them as part of their program, but it's something that they want to do. So that can be any type or club of organization. There's obviously hundreds of them that exist, and there's some really unique ones at some college campuses as well. So this can happen at any point in a college student's life. They can get really involved their first week. They can get really involved their senior year. So some examples would be working in residence life. There's Greek life, which is a huge leadership opportunity. Being part of the student newspaper, playing a sport, being in a programming organization, student government, working on campus, and things like that. So these students start to explore some of the different leadership opportunities on there in campus and engage with them. So maybe you are part of the programming organization for a week or so and realize, this is fun, but it's not really my thing. And then you join a fraternity or sorority and realize, like, wow, this is really great, and that's something that you're super committed to. So exploring those different opportunities, engaging with them in different levels. There's obviously students who are in multiple organizations, and they may be a leader in some organizations and just be a member in others. So also in this that stage can apply to students outside of college as well, but for the purpose of this activity, we're focusing more so on college students. So finally, the last stage is leader identified. So in this stage, the individual student will consider leadership as being the person who's in charge. So now they have, become aware of leadership as an existing thing. They've become involved in some leadership opportunities in group organizations, and now in that specific scenario, they're coming to understand who are the leaders. So say they're in SGA, they're going to learn the hierarchy of SGA. There's going to be the class council members. There's going to be the person in charge of financial aspects of SGA. There's going to be the vice president, the president of SGA. So they're going to learn that hierarchy and who is above who and who kind of reports to who. So really coming to learn that in learning which positions kind of hold the most power, who's at the top of the totem pole, who's at the bottom of the totem pole, and really learning that. So the hierarchy is, again, all about kind of the power. So who has the most power? So because this is becoming leader identified, they may only see people as having those titles as being the ones with power. So president, manager, supervisor. They don't always think of the different types of leaders that do exist. So, there's vice presidents. There's, for example, in a university, the president has a board of trustees or has a cabinet that is also part of that leadership team, but doesn't always get recognized as being so. So it's about kind of identifying who does and who does not have that power. So those are the first three stages. I'm going to show you a quick screenshot from my computer, so sorry if it doesn't work too well, but this will also be available on a link. So let me see if I can figure out how to change the screen. I don't know if it will let me, actually. No, it won't let me on my phone, so that's awkward. So we're just going to post that so you can see the list of all the stages yourself. There's also a lot of really great visuals on the document that we really used to kind of explain this theory. So next is the last three stages of leadership identity development theory as told by Sam. Thanks, guys.